Hey guys, welcome to the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream show. My name is John Stevens Jr. We're here to make your Monday a little brighter on this cold and chilly January day. Thank you all for joining us, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube out there, or watching on the replay, or all of our Canadian friends. We had a bunch of Canadian friends jump in with us last week. Make sure and say hi. Do me a favor real quick, if you would. I've already got a couple people up there doing it. I did it. Make sure, type in hashtag Made It Through Monday, and then if you would, smash that like and love button for me. I'm going to leave that up just for a second while I tell you what's going on tonight. Hey, for the next hour, I'm going to be singing about 8 songs as usual. I'll be singing 4 of my own songs, 4 cover songs. We're going to talk about my new single that dropped last Wednesday, The Heavenly Opry. Play a little clip that we played. I'm going to talk about my appearance on the Indie Live show on Fox 59 last week. And also going to talk about my upcoming show performance. And what else was I going to talk about? I know, we're going to talk about my set list out there, so we'll get to that just a second. I see Mary Newland out there, Julie's with us, Robert Smith, Orpha up in South Haven, Michigan, Tim Nelson, Sandy Saylor. Thank you guys for jumping in the chat. Make sure to do me a favor, put that hashtag Made It Through Monday, and make sure and smash that like and love button. Now, we got 4. I'm whining, Brene. I got 4 hearts out there. Does anybody love me out there? Smash that like and love button for me. I appreciate that.
You're being needy.
What's that?
You're being needy.
What?
You're being needy.
I'm being needy. Yeah, I am being needy. Hi, Michael Stevens. How are you? The Salt Gal's with us. Bob Fetro. How are you, my friend? The Salt Gal's out there. I saw Bob out there. Mike Westerfield was right up there, too. Checking in from Big City, Northeast Side. Thanks, Mike, for joining us. Aunt Teresa, I owe you a phone call. How are you? Hope Alan's doing better. Glad to have you with us. Tracy, the Hope Dealer's with us, that's for sure. Beth Donahue Armstrong. She surprised me on New Year's Eve. Hey, guys, it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's get to, I'll get back and say hi to you all. Let's get into tonight's set list, if you want to take a look at. Tonight, we're going to be singing 8 songs. And let me see if I can get rid of Dawn in the comment, or Beth in the comments real quick, so you can see what's going on. Tonight, we're going to sing Call Me When You Need Me, Love Me When You Want To off the Summer Sessions album. Little Waylon Jennings, Only Daddy That'll Walk the Line. Another song off the Summer Session. I was just kind of feeling fresh wound tonight, so I wanted to play that song. And then I'm going to brighten it up with a little Kenny Chesney, When the Sun Goes Down. Larry Davis, we're going to be celebrating his birthday, and he's Big White Castle Blues, but VTR requested that song, and my buddy Jason Hines liked that one. For the Livingstons, Mike and Tracy, we're going to be doing some Seven Bridges Road. We're going to sing a song of mine called My Favorite Thing About God Is Me. What do you think?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. And then I figured since I did that, Brene, that I probably should sing It's Hard to Be Humble, you know, because that's a pretty good song to follow it up. For Big T out there, I don't know, Big T and the Sheriff were at my show on Saturday night, 11 at Four Fingers Distillery. We'll talk about all that stuff. Julie's with us up in Frankfurt, and my bantering partner, Renee Davis, as you can tell, is already bantering with me. You guys are doing great. We got 40 of us joining to get this thing started. This song might warm me up a little bit. A little tune called Call Me When You Need Me, Love Me When You Want To. Hey, I was hoping you would call me when my phone started ringing. I danced across the kitchen floor, the footprints on the ceiling. When I heard your voice, thought I could do a smile. Baby, don't be sorry for calling me so late tonight. Don't you ever worry, anytime will be alright. You can always count on me to be your friend. So baby, just call me when you need me, love me when you want to. Baby, I'd come running, I'd be there to please you. I'd hold your hand and listen, we could spend the whole night kissing. There's not anything I wouldn't do. Call me when you need me and love me when you want to. Somebody's already calling me. I put this on. Don't worry, it just said spam. It's spam. I should have turned my phone off. Thank you, BTR. I appreciate that. I saw that comment out there Julie pulled up for me. You know we both found each other after lost love romances. Destiny and fate combined with different circumstances. Hell, we weren't even trying. Something put a hold on us. No, we're not quite ready for a steady situation. Our hearts need healing and a little contemplation. There's no reason to have to go through this alone. So baby, just call me when you need me. Love me when you want to. Baby, I'd come running. I'd be there to please you. I'd hold your hand and listen. We could spend the whole night kissing. There's not anything I wouldn't do. Call me when you need me. Love me when you want to. I'm not sure where we're gonna go. Right now all we need to know is you can call me when you need me. Love me when you want to. 'Cause baby, I'd come running. I'd be there to please you. I'd hold your hand and listen. We could spend the whole night kissing. There's not anything I wouldn't do. Call me when you need me. Love me when you want to. Thank you, Brene. I appreciate that. She's over there working the chat really hard. Call me when you need me and love me when you want to. Call me when you need me and love me when you want to. Just call me when you need me and love me when you want to. You know, that might be one of my most requested songs out there. Guys, welcome to the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream show. I'm John Stevens. I'm here at the beautiful Davisdale Kitchen in Lebanon, Indiana. Julie, tell them what time it is. It is check-in and sharing time. This is the part of the show where we ask you, our audience out there, if you're out there, to make sure, check in and share. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what city. Don't say I'm sitting in my kitchen. You can tell me you're sitting in your kitchen, but tell me what city you're watching from. Especially those of you out of the country. We had a lot of people watching from Canada that checked in with us last week, so we appreciate that. And I'm going to jump in the chat and tune my guitar at the same time. I should go back to the top, but you guys have done a good job. Becky Cummins is out there. There's my friend Donna Sue Napawaki up in Wisconsin. I told you there's people watch this show all over the country. And let me see who's the first check-in that I see. I know that the Hope Dealer Tracy checked in from Greenwood earlier. VTR's got her hashtag Made It Through Monday. Hi, Mr. Nelson. Sandy, Mary. She's made it through Monday. Michael Stevens is out there. Bob Fetro. I said hi to you guys. I'm looking for my first check-in. Anybody checking in? There's some, look at there. Mr. Nelson has from Redneck Acres here in Lebanon, India. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. VTR, she has checked in from her recliner in Thorntown. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see if we got some other. There's Steve Large. Good to see you, Steve. He's doing his hashtag Made It Through Monday. My mom is down there. She said, y'all say hi to my mama. She said, hello, Monday night friends. She's in the doghouse with me, Renee.
Wow.
I called her on the way. She didn't answer. She was too busy for me. Probably not, but anyway. Giving you a hard time, Mom, there. See, be like Peg. Peg's checking in like she does every week, listening from 900 East up in Lafayette. Peg, glad to have you with us. Larry Davis, we're going to celebrate your birthday. Saying happy birthday to you. DJ's out there waiting. I'm going to correct that chat. Waiting on a woman. That's a great little song, DJ. I like that. Bob Blast. Hey, look, you all do me a favor. Looky here. Our friend Bob Blast jumped in. He said, I'm a first timer. Y'all welcome Bob to the show. Bob, thanks for joining us. Bob, where are you watching from? Let us know in the chat. We would love to see where you're watching from. Glad to have you with us. We do this each and every Monday night. So, Bob, let us know where you're at. Then get really risky. Send me a song request. We just might throw it in the show. For some reason, when you always tune up after you put your capo on. So after I took the capo off, it was way out of tune. But let's see where we're at. Orpha's with us. Lori Thompson, just trying to say hi to everybody that I haven't said hi to. Patricia Yates. See, Patricia's really good. She's checking in down in Seymour. I appreciate that. Thank you. Lori's already checked out the playlist. It's in the comments on there too. So thank you. I'm looking forward to playing. There's Gabe, Tracy Livingston. I got to get going, guys. You guys, oh man, look how far behind I am, Renee. I'm just scrolling the dial. Ruth and Tommy Carpenter watching down in Whiteland, Indiana. I promise I'll get back to you guys. Let's get on to the next song, or else Larry Davis and Michael Stevens are going to be hollering overtime before they need to. All right?
Yeah.
You got to only. I was a little bit scared because I looked on my notes and I thought for sure that I put a capo on this song, but I just hit that note and I said, it's not. It's in the key of A. Remember this Waylon Jennings song? Well, everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes and I'm getting pretty tired of it. Looking out of line and you're messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you would quit. Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk by. I keep on working every day, all you wanna do is play. I'm tired of staying out all night, coming unglued with your funny little moves. Now honey baby, that ain't right. Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk by. Packing up my clothes, nearly everybody knows you still just put me on. But when I start walking, only hear you start squawking, begging me to come back home. Cause ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk by. You got the only daddy that'll walk down. Little Waylon Jennings, the only daddy that'll walk the line. Hey, do me a favor. You all say hi to Julie in the chat. Julie is up in Frankfurt tonight. And I'm going to say hi real quick to Brene. She's already jumped in the chat on me already. But Brene, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, thanks for coming to my show Saturday night. My neck is sore. My neck is sore. You guys, so this is a gigantic room, and like 2/3 of the room is like right in front of me and over here, and my peeps are like this. I mean, my neck's sore. My neck's sore. She's not giving me any sympathy, but thanks for being there. We were at the Four Fingers Distillery in Lebanon on the square. So
we moved.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, well, eventually you did move, yes, yeah. After you saw me getting ready to go into traction because my neck was hurting. Oh, mercy. All right. Well, let me check the chat. Anna Moore, good to see you out there. Thank you. I hope you guys have checked in. Let me know what city you're watching in. Most importantly, if you're watching through make sure to type hashtag made it through Monday. And if you're watching on Facebook, let us know. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know. And if you're watching on the replay, let us know. And if you're out of the country in Canada, or anywhere else. We have some people watch from the Philippines every now and then too. So thank you guys for doing that. There's David home. And speaking of people almost out of the country, David, he's from Wyoming. So way out west. Rock Springs, Wyoming, I believe, is where he used to check in from. VTR is with us. My mom is saying hi to you. Did you see that, Renee? Yeah, she's saying hi to you.
I said hi to her.
Oh, all right. That's good. So mom's out there. Said hi to Mary Becky, Anna. Just making sure I've tried to say hi to you guys all out there. Julie's with us. Play some Willie Nelson. Well, there you go. We will get some Willie Nelson worked in for you next week. I appreciate that. I'll make that happen. There's Bad Betty. What's she got to say? VTR. Hi, Vicky. Miss seeing you too. Oh, you guys become a part of our chat. I tell you what, just jump in there and say, this is my first time, like Bob. And look at that, Bob's already making friends. He says, hi, Becky. So y'all say hi to Bob. He's out there. I got a weather report from the Salt Gal. What'd she say out in West? Instead of salting the roads, old Salt Gal needs some salting. Ooh. Well, what do you think about that? I don't know how to respond quite to that, Salt Gal, but she's out there staying warm in Saltville, Virginia. So, all right. There's Becky. Hi, Becky. Good to see. Becky made it to my show on Saturday. And let's see if there's anybody else. Donna Davis. Donna, how are you doing after your surgery? Donna had surgery. Was it on her hand or arm? Do you remember? I think it was her arm. So anyway, thank you, Donna. Hope you're doing better. Glad to see you. And there's a request from Danny. Danny, I promise I will work a Beatles song in for you next week, all right? Usually we have our set list set, but if you guys put some requests in for me, I will add it to next week's show. So y'all remind me, we're going to play some Beatles for Danny next week, all right? That's awesome. Well, let me get going here because I've been doing a lot of chatting. I decided tonight that I was going to do a song, after that one, that was kind of a fun song. This was always one of my favorite ones when I wrote it. It was the last song on the Summer Sessions album. A song called Fresh Wound. I thought I was gonna die when she said she was gonna leave. I felt my heart stop and I could just barely breathe. I was shaking, I was sweating, not believing what she just said to me. She walked away and left a deep cut in my heart. It's been 6 months, I'm still waiting for that scar. It didn't kill me, but it's still a fresh one. I ain't healing, I ain't eating, I'm still dealing with my feelings I have for her. Everybody says it just takes time, you'll be okay, but I ain't sure. I tell myself it's just a scratch, you'll be alright, you'll bounce right back like you always do. I didn't break any bones, but it's still a fresh one. I went to church last Sunday for the first time in 3 years. I shook the preacher's hand, shook back a couple tears. I kept thinking all her praying was paying off, 'cause it finally got me here. Drove the long way home out Route 62. Stopped to get some ice cream, 'cause that's what she loved to do. Wish I'd have done more of that back when I didn't have this fresh one. I ain't healing, I ain't eating, I'm still dealing with my feelings I have for her. Everybody says it just takes time, you'll be alright, Wait and see, but I ain't sure. I tell myself it's just a scratch, you'll be okay. You'll bounce right back like you always do. I didn't break any bones, but it's still a fresh wound. I thought at first it might be fatal, but it's just a fresh wound. Oh, you can still knock that scab off sometimes, get a fresh wound going, can't you? So anyway, wanted to sneak that one in for you guys. How's everybody doing out there? Is everybody staying warm wherever you're located? Well, I think my car temperature said 15 degrees on the way in tonight. So we probably got some friends up in Canada going, haha, guess how warm it is here. So real quick, let's look at last week's virtual tippers. It's that time of the show. And there they are. Thank you guys. Last week on the 30th show, I didn't change the date. It was the 6th show last week. Joe Wessling tipped me $10 and my buddy Mark Smith tipped me $10. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. I appreciate you taking time to say thank you with a virtual tip. I know a lot of people, friends of mine, come to my show in person and they are very generous with hitting my tip jar. But those of you that don't get a chance to come to the show and you'd like to say thank you, we appreciate when you do. One more time, we'll let them come by. Mr. Joe and Becky, we haven't seen you guys for a minute. We've been missing you. And Mark Smith, thank you, my friend. Thank you guys for hitting that Venmo. Mark used Venmo. I didn't put it in there, but that's what he used. Now, if you'd like to say thank you, watch that. I don't need the dictionary to come up. Why did it do that? Why did it do it? There we go. It went to the dictionary. Can you believe that? A lot of things happen when I get to pushing buttons, that's for sure. But if you'd like to say thank you with a virtual tip, I provided a number of different ways you can do it with a Venmo, a PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay, Facebook Pay, or you can just go to my website, JohnStevensJr, and .com, and you can use the virtual tip jar right there, or be like Aunt Teresa, just put it in the mail. I tell you what, if the postman ever watches this show and sees a message from Aunt Teresa from Petersburg, he's going to say, there's probably money in there. I'm going to take that one. So, Aunt Teresa, thank you for doing it the old snail mail way. I appreciate that. All right. After this song, we're going to talk about my new single, The Heavenly Opry. I figured with that being such a heavy song, it's cold. I warmed it up with Call Me When You Need Me, Love Me When You Want To, right? Mm-hmm. Then I sang Only Daddy That'll Walk By. Then I sang Fresh One. I think it's time we do something more fun, warm, right? Is that all right with Renee?
That's right.
Good. As Trent Farley would say, little Kenny Chestnut for me, John. Suntan toast, tickling the sand, cold drink chilling in my right hand, watching you sleep in the evening light, resting up for a long, long night. 'Cause when the sun goes down, you'll be grooving. When the sun goes down, we'll be feeling alright. When the sun goes down over the water, everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. All day long, just taking it easy, laying in this hammock where it's nice and breezy, and sleeping off the night before. 'Cause when the sun goes down, we'll be back for more. Yeah, when the sun goes down, we'll be grooving. When the sun goes down, be feeling alright. When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. It feels nice and toasty right here in the Davisdale kitchen. I hope you're warm where you're at. Hope this song makes you feel a little warmer out there. You know this old guitar and dark dark sunglasses. This sweet concoction is like smooth molasses. Nothing to do but breathe all day until the big moon rises. Then it's time to play. 'Cause when the sun goes down over the water, when the sun goes down, you'll be feeling alright. When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Little Kenny Chesney out there. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for joining us out there. Make sure and welcome all the new people that you see out there. We do this each and every Monday night. I've already got 2 requests. David Holman's already asked for some Willie Nelson, and our friend Danny, I forgot Danny's last name, wants to hear some Beatles. So you guys make sure and throw those requests into the chat, and we put them on a big list, and we get to them all eventually, the ones that we can play. We can't play everything, can't sing everything, but when you got something special out there, let me know, and we'll see if we can work it up for you. So let's see, I think I was teasing my new single, The Heavenly Opry. Let me pull up some things before I get here real quick, because I'm going to play this for you guys again. Go to my media. Where's it at? I think I got it. Did I pull that? I must have pulled that image down. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play. This is the image with a little music. This is our little promo tease. Our new single, for those of you that listen to music online. You can find this on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you get your online music. This is it. I'm going to play you The Heavenly Opry. Little tease, about 16 seconds. Here we go.
Turned to see the smile on my grandpa's face, and it was twice the size of mine. It was better than a real dream. We were taken in the Heavenly Opry.
There you go. That's our new single, The Heavenly Opry, out there. It's already been added to 2 or 3 playlists on Spotify, so we're excited about that. Hope you have gone to Spotify, downloaded the song, saved it on your playlist, shared it with your friends, and we appreciate it when you do that. I think that's all I got to cover on this little segment right here before we get to the next song. But after this, well, you know what? I do have something else I want to show you, because last Thursday I was supposed to be on the Indie Now live TV show, Fox 59, Indie Now. And you know what happened, Renee? There was a snafu. It was nothing but food. So we got the best deal out of it. We actually got the tape afterwards. So our show aired on Friday. So let me see if I can pull up a couple pics from the show. There I was, getting to meet with Ryan and Jillian. Doesn't that banner just look great back there on the back of my daughter did such a fantastic job with the promo on that. Chrissy out in Los Angeles. And then there I was singing live on the show, on the Indie Now show, Fox 59. Thank you guys for all the comments and things out there. And I think they ended up putting it on their Facebook or on their YouTube channel. So thank you guys out there for all the support and all the great comments in the chat. Had a great time doing the show. DJ and Mindy went with me to the show, and they kept me company, kept me calm, kept me sedated. No, they did. Mindy said he looked like he was focused or something. But anyway, it was a fun show. Fun show. So wanted to share that with you, but make sure and go out and get your copy of The Heavenly Opry. We'll be singing that song next week. We'll be singing that song next week during the show. So right now, here's a song that VTR, Vicki Turner Randolph, requested from last week's show. Larry Davis loves this song. It's Larry's birthday. We're going to sing to him after bed. And also Jason Hine up in Cicero. Because me and his Uncle Larry, my best buddy, we took him to White Castle when he was a youngster. We corrupted him early. But here's a little song off my very first album about a land of greasy hamburgers, pickles, onions, and grease called the White Castle Blues. Well, another show was over. I'd been drinking more than I should have been. I've been playing my guitar for all the folks in the bar, drinking some good old Gilby's gin. My head started spinning round and round. My stomach began to growl. Somehow I knew in the back of my mind I'd be on 65 southward bound. Heading to a place where the pickles and the onions and the grease linger in my mind. And every time I walk out those doors, I swear it's gonna be the last time. Ain't that true, Renee? I called the White Castle Blue. There wasn't a thing I could do except to let them slide down. Pound after pound, I called the White Castle Blues. So I pulled my van up in the parking lot. I took 2 spaces up, but I didn't care. When I walked through the door, stumbling across that tile floor, the smell of onion chips was in the air. I didn't need any help from the menu sign. What I ordered, I had memorized. How many people have to look at a menu when you go to White Castle? I mean, if I could tell you what I want right now. I don't need to see a menu. 2 double cheese, 1 fish, 1 fry, if you please, and a large chocolate shake on the side. Just about the time I scarfed my last bite, my stomach began to moan. That's when I knew in the back of my mind I'd have a long ride home. Back of my mind and the bottom of my stomach, long ride home. I called the White Castle Blues. There wasn't a thing I could do except to let them slide down. Pound after pound, I got the White Castle Blues. I'm warning you guys, don't do it, it ain't worth it. Don't catch them White Castle Blues. Won't be a thing you can do except to let them slide down. Pound after pound, don't catch those White Castle Blues. That was your public service announcement out there. Hey, do they have White Castles up in Canada? I don't know if we got any Canadian friends watching tonight, but I know when I moved to Nashville, it was a real dilemma because down there they had what they called Crystals, and within 1/8 of a mile was a Crystals and a White Castle. I mean, Temptation Alley. So I've had my fill of White Castles and Crystals. But what about you guys in the chat? How many people with a show of hands in the chat said, yes, I love White Castles? Anybody out there love them? Anybody love them? Anybody hate them? Anybody can't resist them? What about you, Brene?
They're all right.
Do you ever get the crave, though?
No.
No?
No.
So in other words, if somebody said, is it okay if we stop by White Castle, you'd be fine.
I'd be fine.
Yeah, and so what do you get when you go to White Castle?
The chicken.
The chicken, to be more specific. Chicken sandwich?
The chicken rings.
Oh, chicken rings. Yeah, I like those too.
Or the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I have a confession. When I go, I get the double cheese, but I get the double jalapeno cheese. So I kind of like a little...
The onions.
Yeah, the onions. Yeah, but it wouldn't be White Castle without the onions. It wouldn't be the after effect without the onions. You wouldn't get the White Castle Blues without those dehydrated onions. Oh, mercy. Where am I at in the show here? I see where I'm at. We shared some pics of the Indie Now show. And right now, it says that I'm supposed to talk about where I'm going to be performing this week. So let me get over here to the media assets. And there's my schedule. It's a little bit of a break. We had 5 shows last week and a TV performance. That was a lot of daggone singing. So I'm okay with singing tonight here for our Made It Through Monday live stream show, which we do each and every Monday. Headed to Southern Indiana, headed down to see my mama down on the ridge tomorrow, or Wednesday. Feels like it's Wednesday already, but it's just Monday. But Tuesday I'll be heading down, or Wednesday I'll be heading down, and then doing a show Thursday at JR's Bar. See all my DuBois County friends. Looking forward to that. We have a big crew that they're just a good bunch of regular people. And we always look forward to seeing him down at JR's. Then Friday, buzzing all the way back to Frankfort. This is not too far from me. It's 40 minutes, but at least it's fairly close. Headed to the Roadhouse. Our buddy Greg Lotzback that owns the Linwood Tavern also owns the Roadhouse 39. So we're looking forward, Bar and Grill, so we're looking forward to come up to Frankfort. So those of you in Lebanon, Boone County, it's not very far up to Frankfort, and all my Clinton County and Lafayette friends, hope to see you at the Roadhouse, 8 o'clock show. So let me get over here. Thursday night, there it is, 7:30 show at JR's Bar, and then Friday at the Roadhouse in Frankfort, Indiana. And that is an 8 p.m. start time, 8 to 11. So hope to see Lafayette friends, Clinton County friends, Boone County friends. It's not that far to drive up there. Come on up and say hi. Love to see you at my show on Friday night in Southern Indiana, friends, on Thursday. All right. Just looking at my notes here, trying to find my spot. It says drop D with a capo 4. I'm definitely going to have to do some tuning on this one. And after this song, we're going to talk about our checker inners. That's a word that I created from the John Stevens Jr. Made it through Monday live stream. But I'm going to jump out here. There's Bob Bain. Wait a minute. I got to see what he's got to say. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There it is. He said, in my younger days, after too much beer, we would send out for big bags of crystals, rectum rockets. Oh, I never heard that term, but I understand. There's all kinds of different White Castle blues out there, Bob. I appreciate that. So, I'm looking out there, see if anybody else. What we took that's top shelf right there. A limo to White Castle. That's nice, Mary. She took a limo. Was that a special occasion? I mean, it had to be. You were in a limo. And then what did Anna says? Bye. I have to check on myself. Yeah, y'all say prayer for Anna Moore's sister in California. My daughter's out in Los Angeles too, so say a prayer for Anna's sister, my daughter, and all the folks out in California. If you have family and friends out there. Minnie's already trying to get something started with Robert and Molly out there. Watch out, Smitty. Oh, well, look at there. Looking forward to seeing you in Frankfort, Molly and Smitty. I told you. Give them an invite. They'll be there. We'll look forward to seeing you. Randy and Sir Charles were at my show, and she checked in. How are you doing, sweetie? Great to see you there at my show at Vinny's Drive-By on Friday night last week. Great to see you guys out there. Donna Sue says, I love them White Castles. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love it? No, now Mary says, I have to pick the pickles. Oh, really? Yeah. Sometimes that's the only thing that saves you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It does mean so. All right. There's a friend. Can you play Forever and Ever? Art, I promise I will work that in for you. I'll put it on the list. I do that song in my live shows, and I can do it for you right now. We got our set list filled up tonight, but I will put it on the do list. Thank you so much for doing that. What's Gary Figg saying out there? Ghost cheese slider. What is that? Do you know what that is?
What is it?
He said ghost cheese sliders. Gary, you'll have to. I know I'm jumping in on some comments out there that I wasn't a part of, but Gary, tell me what ghost cheese sliders are. Kara McGill's, she says she likes White Castle. Becky goes, barf, barf. Come on, Becky, live a little. VTR likes him. She likes him. Becky's probably saying, I want to live a lot, and that's why I don't eat White Castles. That could be true. There you go. My family. Ruth Ann and Tom said, couple times a year. Maybe Tom said. Notice Ruth Ann says Tom says. So I'm not sure that Ruth Ann is a White Castle fan. I don't know. I'm going to do a song for the Livingstons out there, Mike and Tracy. They are big Eagles fans, except Mike is not a fan of Timothy B. Schmidt. So whenever they've seen the Eagles in numerous places, I think they saw the Eagles out at the Sphere in Las Vegas. They've been to Chicago. I'm sure they've seen them down in Florida. Numbers of different places. I'd have to get the total thing, but they're big Eagles fans. So I'm going to dedicate Seven Bridges Road with just me. Can you sing the harmony part, Brene?
In my head.
In your head? Yeah, me too. Me too.
I can sing it. I just don't.
I can sing it. You just don't want to hear it. Is that what you're saying? All right. Well, let's give this one a try. You guys ready? There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight moss in the trees, down the 7 bridges roll. Now I have loved you like a baby, like some lonesome child. And I have loved you in a tank way. And I have loved you wild. Sometimes there's a part of me has to turn from here and go, running like a child from these warm stars, down the 7 bridges roll. There are stars in the southern sky, and if ever you decide you should go, you know there is a taste of time-seasoned honey, down the 7 bridges roll. I think I heard it in your head. Renee was singing harmony with me on that. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. For Mike and Tracy out there, snuck a little eagles in there. Let's get to our out-of-state checker inners. And it's not going to be in the comments, John. It's going to be in the banners. And they'll be down here. Before I do that, let's look at our international check-in. Last week, Frank Odnokin, I don't know how you say it. Frank, I'm going to call Franco, watching from Canada, checked in. And Marilyn Johnson said she was watching from Queens County, Nova Scotia. If you guys are watching from Canada or out of the country, make sure and check in like they did. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Frank. And thank you, Marilyn, for checking in last week. Our out-of-state checker inners. Whoops. I'll get the other guys. Oh, it's moving on me. What? Where'd it go? I'm going to start it. I started again from the beginning. Our out-of-state checker last week, Mike Livingston said, hi, John from Florida. Thank you for checking in, Mike and Tracy. Bob Bain says, hashtag made it through Monday here at the Ocala National Forest Pictures and History Camp in Florida. Happy New Year, brother and company. Well, thank you. Happy New Year to you, Bob. Appreciate that. Orpha Wyatt was watching from South Haven, Michigan. Thank you, Orpha. Orpha's a special lady, joins us each and every Monday night she's around. Brenda Blakey says, I'm here in Saltville, Virginia, looking to get salty tonight's what she said. And then Sandra Studer was checking in from Salt Spring. A lot of salt going on here. Salt Springs, Florida. Made it through Monday. And our friend Cindy, who I found out is from Greencastle, but said hi from Chicago. She's up in Chicago these days. So thank you guys for jumping in the chat, and let me know, all you out-of-staters. Julie is going to pull up the in-staters while I play this next song. And after this, we're going to sing happy birthday to the birthday folks out there. I'm going to have to get back into regular tuning here, so excuse me for just a second. Renee, this would be a good time for you to walk like an Egyptian dance or something. Can you like that? You know, like an intermission thing. She's not going to do it. She's comfy on the couch. She's not moving. She's not moving.
I did it here.
Well, nobody can see you there. See, she goes, I'll do it here. That doesn't help us. That doesn't help us. All right. So let's see. My favorite thing about God. Now, Berde said you like this song?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually sing it on too many Friday, Saturday nights in the bar.
You do not.
I could. Wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't get a chance to work it in that much. All right. And it says the key of D. Well, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. It was the first song I learned Sunday school to sing. Since then, God's taught me about amazing grace, how to pray and believe and to walk by faith. He asked Him His own Son to set us free, to die for the world, but He'd have done it for only me. Oh, my favorite thing about God is I'm His favorite things. He rejoices and shouts the way I'm turning out, and each time on His watch by His name, palm of His hand every day. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, created for His good pleasure, so I'll worship and sing. Yeah, my favorite thing about God is I'm His favorite thing. Well, I got a few pages torn like an old Bible, kind of weathered and worn. My whole life's been a journey, but God shed His mercy on me. Some days I wonder what tomorrow holds, but I'm glad I don't know all He planned long ago. So I'll just trust in His word and what He whispers to me. He might even have bigger plans than I could ever believe. Oh, my favorite thing about God is I'm His favorite thing. He rejoices and shouts the way I'm turning out, on His time and His watch by His name. I'm in the palm of His hand every day, fearfully and wonderfully made, created for His great pleasure, so I'll worship and sing. You know, my favorite thing about God is I'm His favorite thing. You might think I'm conceited, another self-righteous fool, but I'll let you in on a secret, 'cause you're God's favorite too. Oh, my favorite thing about God is I'm His favorite thing. He rejoices and shouts the way I'm turning out, on His time and His watch by His name. I'm in the palm of His hand every day, fearfully and wonderfully made, created for His good pleasure, so I'll worship and sing. My Favorite thing about God is I'm his favorite thing. You know my favorite thing about God is I'm his favorite thing. I just had that thought one day, you know. I thought, well, that's a nice little turn on words. My favorite thing about God is I'm his favorite thing. And then it was my original thought. And then I got to working, looking on the internet, and this lady had written I need to send her a little demo of that song. And she goes, I put in the Google search my favorite thing about God, and she had written an article how she thought it was good because that God could love us all in our own unique way, that we're not capable of loving one other person the way he could love us. So anyway, but I like that song. Thank you for requesting it or saying that you like it too. She wants to hear it the next John Stevens show. We might just do it. We just might do it. Let me check the chat real quick before we sing happy birthday. Oh, what? Becky's got, DJ Harrison probably PTSD. They're talking in code out there. I'm out of the loop. So hard to catch up on chat that's happened like 10 minutes ago. Smitty, looking forward to seeing you and Molly up in Frankfurt. That'd be great. What's Bob saying? In my days, too much. We sound bags. I read that one, didn't I? Had to go back there. Let me go all the way down the bottom, work my way up. You guys are doing a great job out there. Doing a great job. Filling up the chat. Kathy Van Cleve, I hadn't said hi to you, Mary. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. She said, awesome song. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Aunt Teresa saying hi to Mama. We're all his favorite. We are, and he can tell us we're his favorite in his own way. I agree with that. Sheriff out there claims that she's his favorite. My cousin Tina claims that she's his favorite. Everybody claims they're his favorite out there. That's good when you can do that. That's good. Don Brown, thank you. Sing that song. Don's watching with us over in Crawfordsville. Thank you so much, Don. I love it. Aunt Teresa checking in from the living room in Petersburg, Indiana. I told you we have all over the state out there. Jesus loves me. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. There you go, Mary. Thanks for sharing the good news out there, girl. Hey, let's get to some birthdays. What do you say? I'm going to come over here, pull up the birthday greetings. Julie, you pulled them up for me. Thank you. We got some birthdays this week. It's Nadine Adams Clayton. Was she born the same day Elvis was born, I think. I think that's right, yeah. Nadine and Elvis. And then Larry Davis out there. Now, Larry, you are definitely the thorn between two roses there. We got Nadine Adams Clayton and Heike Rosiger. Her birthday is today. Happy birthday, Heike, if you're out there. How in the world you got in the middle of those guys? I don't know. You guys, do me a favor. Do me a favor. We're going to sing happy birthday to Nadine, Larry, and Heike. Would you all wish them each individual by name? Happy birthday, Nadine. Happy birthday, Larry. You can do it all in the same line, but make sure and put their names in there. Nadine, Larry, and Heike, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nadine and Larry and Heike. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, guys out there. We appreciate it. Hey, if you've got a birthday that is between tonight and next Monday night show, let me know. Put it in the chat, and we will sing happy birthday to you next week out there. All right. Well, guys, that's just about got us down to the end of the show. And after I sang my favorite thing about God, I probably ought to sing this next song. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble. I thought that was a pretty good little transition there. We all agree that God can love us. We can all be God's favorite. I think that's true. But this one goes out to Big T out there, Tony Richardson. Tony and the sheriff were at my show, like I mentioned, Saturday night. Let me say one more thing to check the chat one more time, because I can't wait to see Michael Stevens and Larry Davis say, it's overtime. It's overtime, baby. Look at that. Thank you guys out there. Kara, thanks for saying happy birthday to the lovely ladies and the thorn in the middle out there. I appreciate that. All right, you guys keep saying happy birthday. We're going to say one more song tonight. Little Mac Davis tune called It's Hard to Be Humble. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. Oh, I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Well, I used to have a girlfriend, but I guess she just couldn't compete with all of these love-starved women who keep clamoring around at my feet. Well, I could probably find me another, but I guess they're all in all with me. Who cares, 'cause I've never get lonesome, 'cause I cherish my own company. Sing it with me, Brene. Well, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. I can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. Just to know me, it's to love me. Hell, I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. Well, I guess you could say I'm a loner, a cowboy outlaw, tough and proud. Well, I could have lots of friends if I wanted, but then I wouldn't stand out in a crowd. Some folks say that I'm egotistical. Hell, I don't even know what that means. I guess it has something to do with the way that I fill out these skin-tight blue jeans. Well, Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Me and Tony just can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause both of us get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. Hi Shelby, I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but we're doing the best that we can. Tony, thanks for always having that request in your mind out there, brother. Good to see you guys again at the Four Fingers Distillery. Guys, thank you for joining us tonight. It's that time of the show. Julie, thanks for hanging out with us up there in Frankfurt, punching the dials, pulling up our friends' comments, and helping me keep track of where I'm supposed to be. I didn't get lost too much tonight, did I? Did I get... She's going, no, you didn't.
You didn't. Impressive.
We'll go for 2 in a row next week. Put your money where you think it belongs. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Brene is up there. She's always the great bantering partner here on the couch, Davisdale Couch. Thanks, Brene.
You're welcome.
You make my job of talking into a silent screen a little bit easier because it doesn't talk back. I mean, you just see things move. It would be like this. That'd be boring. So thank you for helping me. Julie, thanks for helping. Brenda and Brene, thanks for opening up the Davisdale kitchen. And most of all, thank you to you guys out there. I hope that you have shared this video somewhere. Share it with a friend who's not here tonight. And share it on one of your Facebook groups. And tell a friend. Make sure you've checked in. Let us know where you're watching from. And good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We will see you next Monday night. Turn out the lights. Party's over. They say that all good things must end. Turn out the lights. The party's over. We'll see you down the road next Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll do it all again. Say goodnight, John boy. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I was reading the comment right there. Everybody have a great week. says Brene. Thank you, Brene. You too. Good night, Larry Davis. Good night, Tracy, the Hope Dealer. I love it. She says, good night, beautiful people. And John Boy, y'all make sure to say hi and good night to Tracy out there. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you get feeling better out there. Lori Thompson, good to see you. Good night, Pat. Oh, I just hit my screen super big. I'm waiting. I'm gonna let it go just a few more seconds so we can get into OT. It's like 4, 3, 2. All right, Larry and Michael, go ahead and say OT. But I'm gonna say good night, guys. Y'all have a great week. Brown, Aunt Teresa's, look at this. You got to watch her right under the bell. She's trying to get requests in there. You guys, you know what happens on these shows. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. So anyway, we'll see you next Monday night. Good night, everybody.